Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Faraz Ahmad. So if you have cleared your PLAB 2 exam and you are registered with GMC, so this is the best video for you. So what we do after clearing the PLAB 2 exam, after having the GMC registration, definitely people search for the NHS jobs. And before going into the search of NHS jobs, we should have a very strong CV. And the good thing is that most of the people think that we should have some very good CV on the papers. No, this is not the paper based CV. This is just the online CV which you have to create for your NHS jobs. And please keep in mind, this is very easy. Like when you are going for the paper based CV, you will look for the very best template and you will be thinking like how I should start this CV. Either I should mention this thing in the start or at the end, but this is not the case with the online CV. This is very easy process of the creating the online CV. You have to fill the given template online on the website. There are 3 or 4 websites available, but in this video today we are going to discuss about the online CV on the trac job application. So this is the best job for the NHS jobs as well. So before moving into the CV, just keep 2 things in your mind. First thing, please don't try to write anything in your CV which you have not done. Don't try to lie in your CV, because if you will be lying in your CV, definitely anyone can grab you from your collar during the interview. The second question is that don't try to mention very complex thing which you have done in your home country. Keep in mind, you have just cleared PLAB 2 exam and you are GMC registered. It's mean that you are at the level of FY1 or FY2. So normally in United Kingdom, FY1, FY2 are the junior most doctors and they are not supposed to do the complex things. Like please don't try to write in your CV like I have done appendectomies, I have done herniorrhaphies, I have done endoscopies. No. Be very simple in writing your online CV. Now we will go to the laptop screen and I will let you know everything in detail, like how you can write an online CV using the trac job application. So let's move to the laptop screen. So by using the link given in the description, you will open this type of page. If you have already account, you can sign in into the trac job application. Otherwise, we are going to create an account. So this is very easy. What we will do, we will put our email address over here, and I am not a robot. Create an email account. Create an account. So they will send you an email. What we will do, we have emailed on this email address. Please go and verify the link. We will directly go in our emails and we will open the email. So here you can see that to continue the setting up your account, please confirm your email address. Okay, we will click on that link and you can see after clicking on that link, we have all these details. Now we are going to create our account. So our email is already there. We are going to create password. Then we are going to tell us about our title, first name, second name, family name, our country, our address. Then they are asking about the mobile numbers and the telephone numbers, and then they are going to ask about the preferred language, and in this way we will click on the create account button. So here you can see our account is created. So welcome Dr. Hafiz Husnul to the trac job. You can see we can search job, we can get job alert, and we can create online CV as well. Complete your online CV. Here you can see we have to give a lot of information in the online CV, including the information of the qualification, including educational information, training courses information, and the registration information. So to create, we will click on the educational information. So here we can add our qualifications, place of study, our grades, and year of that degree. So in this way we can add a lot of degrees. Whatever you have attained in your educational career, you can put the details over here. So I will let you know, I will show you all of my degrees which I have put in my trac application. So let me show you here. I have put secondary school, intermediate, bachelor, BSc, MBBS. If you want you can put OET, PLAB as well. So in this way you will put all your educational and the professional qualification details in the trac job application. Okay, so after putting all these educational details, what you will do, you will just click on the save button. So here you can see that all your educational details are saved, and you can use these saved details of your educational and professional background for the future applications. Okay, so this is very easy. Everyone can do this. So after this we will include our training courses. If you have done some courses, you can put all the details over here. So first of all, I'm going to put the ALS course. I did this course by the Resuscitation Council UK, and duration of the course was basically 2 days and year completed. I did this course recently on the 1st and 2nd of the July. So in this way, whatever courses you have done, you can put all the details of your courses over here. So I have put ALS course, online TB course. So whatever you have done, you can put over here. So here you can see I have done these courses in the past and the recently, like including ALS course, online TB course, focus on the clinical trials, a workshop on the communication skills, acute emergency and trauma management course, workshop on the emergency management of the severe burns, ACLS and the BLS course. So whatever you have done, you can put in your CV and you can use this online CV for your future applications. So in this way you can add the professional registration as well. So definitely we have registration with a GMC, and our registration is with a license to practice. So you have to select General Medical Council registered with license, and then you will put your membership number, GMC number, then you will put your expiry date of your registration, and after putting this information you can save over here. So in this way guys, you can do your CV. If you want to add any further qualification, you will just click on the add. So here we go guys, we have done with the qualification, and now we are going to move toward the employment, and now we have to add our employment history details. So we will click on the start button. So my first job was at the Benazir Bhutto Hospital and the Holy Family Hospital. So I have put the employer name, I have put the address of the hospital over here, then I have put the type of the business was medical basically. So I reported this job when I joined this job. So I was basically reporting to the clinical supervisor and the consultant. Okay, you can write medical superintendent over here as well. You can write the job title. Job title was the house officer. Basically it was equivalent to the FY1. Then you can write the start and date, and then you can write the grade. You can write the salary of your house officer job. So reason for leaving this job was because my contract was completed and it was 1 year job. Okay, you have to write the brief description of your duties. Please write briefly, don't write stories, and try to put all the house job rotation in a single paragraph. Don't write separate. Okay, after saving this, now you can see that this was the Benazir Bhutto Hospital employer name, this is employer address, this was the type of business. So I reported to clinical supervisor and the consultant. So I was doing the house job, and this is a brief description of my duties. So please try to write all your rotations in a single paragraph. Okay, like mention all the duties, all the rotations collectively. Don't make separate descriptions for these jobs. Okay, and try to write these descriptions in points format. Don't write lengthy paragraph. No one is going to read your lengthy paragraph. Just write in the points. Okay, so then you can write about the procedures whichever you have done during your house job in different departments. You can write over here. Okay, please keep in mind, don't write stories. So after mentioning your first job, you can add the other jobs as well. Add on the top, add your hospital, add the employer address. Okay, type of business again medical, reporting to. So let me show you that how I have filled my second job experience and the job descriptions over here. So let me show you. Here is the employer name, and here you can see the employer address. You can see the type of business was medical, reporting to medical superintendent and the clinical supervisor, telephone number, medical officer, SHO equivalent. Keep in mind that the medical officer job is equivalent to the SHO, and you have to write this. You will write start and date and the salary, everything. You will mention why you left this job, and then please briefly describe your duties and the responsibilities. Don't write stories over here. No one is going to read your stories. And write everything in the form of the points. Keep on writing in the form of the bullet points. So you can see I have written all my job description, just you can see in a one page, and all these things are in the point form. So in this way, if you have done any other job, you can add over here. Okay, I have done the observership in the University Hospital Birmingham. I have mentioned over here. Please keep in mind, if you have done some clinical observership, and when you are going to mention the responsibilities of your observership, please don't write that I have done this, I have done this. No, you were not supposed to do these things. You were supposed to just observe the things. Like if you are going to write the job title clinical observer, and then you are going to write in the job description like I have done this, no one is going to select. Okay, please keep in mind, observership is just to observe the things. You are not allowed to handle the patient, you are not allowed to take the blood, although you will be taking the blood sometime, but you are not allowed technically. So please don't mention anything that I have done this. Just mention I observed this, I observed this, and I observed this during your clinical observership. So in this way, guys, you can write all your duties as a clinical observer. So here you can see we have entered all the employment history. If you want to add any more, if you have any other job, you can add over here. So guys, the next thing is the gap in the employment. So if you have any gap in the employment, you have to explain over here briefly in a professional way. As I don't have any gap in my employment, so I have written none. So you have to explain if you have any gap in a professional way. Be professional. So the other thing is that add specialist questions to your online CV. If you have any specialist questions, if you have any description especially, you can add over here. The other thing is that supporting information. So first of all, first thing in the supporting information, guys, is your personal statement. So please keep in mind that the personal statement will need to be tailored at the point of the submitting an application. What does it mean? It means that you can change this personal statement as per the job description and the essential and the desired criteria. So I am going to apply for the full-time job. Whatever you want, you can select over here, but mostly the job we apply, it include day duties, night duties, evening duties, so it is the full-time. So add the specialist question to your online CV. These are the specialist questions: medical and dental practice experience, teaching, research, publication, presentation, prizes management, team working. So we will write about these things separately one by one. And first of all, we are going to add the medical and dental practical experience. So here you can write practical experience, number completed under the supervision and number completed independently. So here you can see I have written the fascia iliaca block, I have written about the venipuncture, I have written about these things. Let me show you once again what I have written in my practical experience. You can see fascia iliaca block, venipuncture, IV cannulation, NG tube, urethral catheterization. Whatever you have done, you can mention over here. So then they are asking about your expertise in these procedures. So I have mentioned that I am very expert in these procedures which I have mentioned. So they are asking, do you need any further improvement? I have mentioned as well that I need improvement in these procedures which I have mentioned over here. So after this, let's add something else. Now we are going to add the teaching experience. So this is very important for your job application. If you have any type of the experience, please mention over here. The other thing is that let me show you my experience. So everyone is going to mention I have done this teaching during the house job. So if you're doing some medical officer job and there must be some nursing school associated with your DHU or the THU hospital, so you can go there, you can talk to the principal of the nursing school. So after adding the teaching details, we are going to add the other details about the change in the management or the research. So we will select change in the management. If you have done any of the audit, if you have done any of the quality improvement project, so you will mention the description of the change and you will mention all the details. So like when you did, why you did, what was the conclusion, and everything you will put from the audit or the quality improvement project. So the other thing is about the research, I think. So after saving this, we will move forward and we will add about the research. So if you have done any of the research, please add over here. So when I was in the 4th year, I participated in a research just for the data collection. So I have mentioned that over here, and this research was under the Department of the Community Medicine. So the topic was this, which I have mentioned over here. I have mentioned the date, I have mentioned the aim of research, and the conclusion is very important. As I participated just for the data collection, so I don't know about the conclusion, and so I have not mentioned any conclusion over here. So whatever you have done, you can simply mention. So it will create an impression that at least you know the ABC of the research. Okay, so after this, I am going to add my presentation. If you have done any of the presentation, you can add your presentation over here. Let me show you which presentation I have added in my CV. You can see tumor of the eyelid presentation was in 2016, cholera prevention, organophosphate poisoning, deep vein thrombosis, and the poster presentation in the pathology. So all these things I have mentioned in my presentation. Okay, so after the presentation, let's see what's left with. So there is a prizes and academic distinction. So if you have any distinction, if you have earned any prizes, you can mention over here. So I have mentioned two things. One, I earned from the NHS borders, and the other was the basically from the plastic surgery department when I was doing the house job. So this was a certificate of the excellence during the 3 month of the ward rotation. So if you have any distinction, any prizes, any certificate, you can mention over here. So let's see what next is the management and the leadership experience. So leadership experience is very important. It could be from your professional life, it could be away from the medical field. So whatever you have to mention over here. Please keep in mind, you can write anything. Either you are CR, BR, rota manager in your house job, in your medical officer job, either you are a cricket team captain, either you are the member or the head of any other society in your colleges. Please try to mention in your CV, because it will give a very good impression and weightage to your CV. Okay, so after mentioning the management and the leadership experience and the skills, let's move forward and let's see what left. So there is a team working. So again we will select the team working. Please mention over here, and one thing is given over here, that not necessarily limited to the professional activities. Like you can mention any team working during the flood relief camps, during the earthquake camps, or whatever you have done during your life, or you have done any teamwork during your medical life, you can put over here. Okay, so after entering all the details of the teamwork, let's move. And if you have done some publication and they are, you have published them in the journals, you can put their details as well. So guys, we have entered our profile details, we have entered contact details, we have done with the qualifications, we have done with the employment history, we have done with the sporting information. Okay, I will let you further know about the sporting information that is based on the essential and the desired criteria. So let's move forward. So now we are going to find the job search. I will make a separate video on the job search as well, but that after creation of this CV, we will use this CV in a job. Select medical and dental. This page will open in front of you. Here, while you are looking for the particular grade, you can select over here whatever you want. We have selected junior clinical fellow. Let's search over here. So here you can see there are a lot of jobs of junior clinical fellow. What you will do, junior clinical fellow in the anesthesia, we will click on this job, and here you can see all the job descriptions are given. I will definitely make a separate video on the job. We will click on the apply now online. So here you can see we will select, do you possess the GMC registration? Yes, I possess GMC registration. And after this he is asking, are you currently employed on this NHS trust? No, I am not currently employed on this NHS trust. And after this they will ask about the visa status. Definitely a lot of people after the clearing the PLAB 2 exam, they go back to their country and they don't have any right or visa to work in the UK. We will select this, we will agree with all the terms and conditions, and we will click on the continue button. So here you can see you can start your application, use online CV, the CV which we have recently created. We can use that CV. Click on the launch button, and here you can see all the details which we uploaded in the CV are here. Okay, so let's see what were the personal details. When you will click on the personal details, and all the details will be here. So all the educational details, training courses which we added in our online CV, everything is here. Okay, so in this way, the CV which we have created, you can use this CV for your future applications. Okay, so this is very good experience and very good thing, that it will save you from writing everything again and again for the different applications. So by using the trac job application online CV, you can apply a lot of jobs even in a single day, and this will save your time, and this will save your mental exhaustion as well. So please keep in mind that you have to write everything in the CV once, and once you will write everything in your CV, you can use that online CV for your future applications. So once you will be done with your application, this submit application will be green, and you will click over here, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching the video.